Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn about the communication skill and the subtopic is self introduction. Myself Sonal Joshi. I am lecturer in Humanities and Science Department of VPMP Polytechnic College. The objectives of the topic are: students will be able to strengthen the ability of introducing themselves to the others. Students will be able to write an introduction of self to present orally. Welcome to the English class. Today we are going to learn about the new topic, that is SI. SI, that means self introduction. In this video, I will tell you that how to give your self introduction, whether it can be in English class, in front of the examiner, or in front of the interviewer. They all will ask you one credit question, that is, tell me something about yourself. Some of you will find that this question is very easy and very comfortable to give an answer. But when it will be without pre-warning, that will always confuse you how to start, what to speak, and which might be your first line to present. In this video, we will learn the basic aspects of self introduction in minute way. We will also learn new tips and techniques how to introduce in best way and in unique way in form of the different varieties in compared to the others. So let us start the video. These basic question you are having, that how to make your self introduction better. Which are the tips for the best self introduction? We will see only two tips. First is the confidence. Whatever you speak, if you speak a single sentence or if you will speak out the whole self introduction, the listener will find out your confidence on your face. So what you need to do is to present with confidence, to create, that is CREATE, create an impression with the confidence and use proper body language. This is very important. If you show your confidence in your speech will be unique and your style or your body language will be the explanation of your personality, like which kind of person you are. Let us start. When I ask in my class, what is your name? Most of the time, I find my student to tell their first name. Whenever this question will be asked to you, you should present yourself with full name. Like my name is Sonal Joshi, so I can say that myself Sonal Joshi or I am Sonal Joshi. So in this way, you need to add your surname or your father's name as well as surname to present your identity. Because without your second name, without your surname, your identity will be incomplete. Let us start with the first point. The first thing is greeting. When you meet the next person, you should greet. Your greeting should be formal. Which kind of formal greeting we should use in our talk? Let us see. You can use hello, hello everyone. You can also use good morning or good morning everyone. These are the formal greetings. You can also use the time span of the day accordingly, like good morning in morning, good afternoon in afternoon time, and good evening. When you depart, you can say good day or good day that is the perfect British pronunciation. Second is the name. In our previous slide, we have seen that you should present your full name. But how to frame them into sentence? Let us see. You can say, like basic English is talking, I am Sonal Joshi. You can also say in short like I am or I am Sonal Joshi. A should be silent. If you are doing telephonic conversation, you can say my name is, because in telephonic conversation next person cannot able to see you. You can say in short my name is. When you are speaking in front of the audience, that can be 50, that can be 500 of, or that can be thousands of. You can say that this is, or you can say that this is XYZ, this is Sonal Joshi. In this way, you can frame your sentence for presenting your name. Let us move to the next one. The third point is the location from where you are coming. You need to say the place from where you are coming. Like I am from Gandhinagar. Like I am from Ahmedabad. Like I am Gujarati in broader way if we talk about, or I am Indian if we talk about in more different way. Wherever, whatever we need, we can frame our sentences, mold it in a different way. I come from Ahmedabad. I come from Gandhinagar. I come from India. I was born and raised in Ahmedabad. If your birthplace and right now your living place is same, you can use I was born and raised in Ahmedabad. I was born and raised in Gandhinagar. I was born and raised in Gujarat. But both the places, if they are different, you can say I born or grew in Ahmedabad, but now I live in Surat. Both the places are different. Fourth point is the most important aspect, that is about the education. Education detail, qualification, your position, post in any company, or your experience. You are coming after 10th, you can say that I have completed my schooling from this school, or I have completed my schooling in Gujarat board. Here we are having three prepositions, that is in, on, and at. It's one of the grammar point in our syllabus. We will talk it afterwards. But if I want to say that I am a lecturer or I am lecturer, that is at VPMP, not in VPMP. So in front of the place you can put at. The fifth point is the family. You have to explain about your family. Normally, when I ask the question, students used to give the answer that I have a mom, dad, and two brothers, or one brother or one sister in my family. This is a very old-fashioned stereotype sentence we used to use. We are 5 in a family. We are a family of 4. You can frame it in different way. You can also say I am a family of, or I am family of 4. I am coming from a family of 4 or 5. You can also say that I have a brother and a sister. Nowadays people used to say that I am one of 2 siblings. This is the thing they used to explain nowadays. So you can make your sentence different. If you are only one child in a family, you can say I am an only child in my family. So family introduction is very important whenever you talk about your self introduction. The next point is, or whether we can say the sixth point is the age. How old you are. You need to talk about your age. From school days, it had been taught by our teacher that I am 5 years old. I am 15 years old. I am number of years old. This is also again the stereotype. You can use I am. If you don't want to use I am, you can use it in short way. I am number of years old. I am 15 years old, or I am in my early, mid or late decade. I am in my early 20s. I am in my mid 30s. He is in his late 40s. This is the latest thing, or this is the unique and different thing you can use for identification or giving your age idea to the listener. So if I want to say about myself, I am in my mid or I am in my late 40s. You can say I am in my mid 20s. So this is the way you can present your age. It's quite different that when you are presenting your age, at that time you are also presenting with the help of the sentence, you are also presenting that which kind of personality you are. Your sentence framing should be different. Your uniqueness and quickness should be also different. So 6th point is about the age. Then the next point is about your hobbies. Some of the time I used to listen my students that I fond of music, I fond of dancing, I fond of wandering or meeting the new people or wandering the new places. This is the wrong use of English. I fond of. You have to say I am fond of. I am fond of music. I am fond of gardening. I am fond of the go-karting. If you don't want to use I am fond of, you can say I am big fan of the sport cricket. I am big fan of cricket. I really like, or my hobby is. This kind of sentence you can use. So I fond of is the wrong way of using English. I am fond of. I am fond of go-karting. I am fond of music. I am fond of cycling. I am a big fan of music. I am big fan of dancing. I am fond of go-karting. You can also use I am keen. I am keen runner. I am keen to learn new things. So I am keen. I am keen runner. So in variety of the way you can talk about your hobbies. In psychology it had been told that when you talk about your personal things like your hobby, like other things, you are not presenting only your hobbies, you are presenting your personality, like which kind of person you are. So it's very important for the listener also, when you are presenting your personal point of view, your perspective in context with the different kind of sentence framing. So hobbies, again I want to repeat, I fond of go-karting. That is the wrong use of English. I am fond of, or I am fond of go-karting. The next point is the 8th point, the important point, that is about the ending. The ending of your self introduction. Because it is told that the first impression is the last impression, but it is also told that the last impression is the everlasting impression. So when you end up, it should be more powerful than the beginning. At the end, you can present your skill, your qualities, your techniques, that I am good in the skill like language. I know French language. I am having the qualities like I am punctual, I am honest, I can manage the skill, I can manage the thing when any critical situation. I am having patience to find out the solutions in different way. So you can present your skill. That I can write with the left and right hand boards. Your skill, your short term and long term goals. Right now your short term goal is to complete the lecture, complete the video. Your long term goal is complete the diploma. After diploma, your long term goal will be to get a very good job. After the getting the job, your long term goal will be changed again and again. So right now, what is your short term goal? What is your long term goal? You need to find out. And at the end, you can say that's all about me. You have to present and you have to end up your self introduction in different way to create your best impression over the listener. Your impact of the 10 to 15 sentences should be everlasting. So that's all about me. In that way, you can end up your speech. So this is the ending: skill, qualities, short term goals, long term goals, and the ending line which you can present. Be calm, be confident while presenting the idea. In your speech, on your face, that calm and confident should be there. That should appear. So when you are presenting, when you are speaking, you should be very calm. You should have the confidence in your speech, on your face. Try to make it more simple. Try to make it more innovative. Effective introduction is there for lasting effect. If you will use more difficult words, your self introduction will be more complex. Try to use more simple words. Try to use the simple sentences. Try to mix up the sentences with variety of the techniques and tricks. You can join the sentence with the connector. You can explain in detail about your idea with your perception and try to create your different impression towards the others. Let us see one example of self-introduction speech. I am having two photographs on my screen. You can able to see the first photograph like person A. She is giving her self-introduction, and person B, he is also giving his self-introduction. Both are different. Let us see the first one. Hello, my name is Erica Amigo. In English, my name means friend. I am 14 years old. I am from San Francisco, California. The two things I love about California are the beaches and the sun. Every day is beautiful in California. Also, I have two siblings. Kieko, my sister, is the oldest. She is 19. And Shingo, that my brother, is of 3 years. My hobbies are talking to friends and shopping. When I was young, I always got lost while shopping with my mother. Thank you for listening. My name is Erica Nagstroma. That means the person is covering the whole idea in unique way. First he talk about himself, she talk about herself, then she talk about the meaning of her name, then from where she comes from. she talk about California, how much she loves California. When she talk about her two siblings, her sister Kiko and her brother Shrino, again she talk about her hobbies and her funny thing. Like when she was young, she lost while shopping with her mother. At the end, she repeated her name to make listener clear and remember her name. But when we see the self introduction of person B, look at the body language of the photograph of person B, lying on the bench having the awkward body language that is not formal at all. And you can see the stereotype self introduction in person B. Like, hello, I want to tell you a little about myself. My name is Jason and I am 15 years old. My birthday is July 16, 1989. I love playing saucer more than anything because I have been playing saucer since I was 4 years old. My mom says I am the only boy in my class that started playing saucer so young. Besides saucer, I also enjoy playing with my pet hamster. Hamsters are my favorite animals because they are cute and funny. My best friends are Tim Anthony. Thank you. You can able to see that the person have not talked of his family. He was self-centered. તમે એની પર્સનાલિટીને સમજી શકો. He was his own and he moved around himself only. So the second introduction speech was different, common, as in general everyone is using, and with the help of that we can find out that person is awkward, the person is having self-centered nature. But the self-introduction of the A of Erica, the first one, is very clear. Everything she had taken in her speech. So that's it for today. We will meet with the next video soon. Thank you very much.